one said that this would get easy. No one said this wouldn't get hard. Brush it off and roll up your sleeves now. It's a shot in the dark till you get what you want.
Boom! Welcome on back to Spiked College Football Show. Millennial style motherfuckers. We are back. We're better than ever. It's Bowl Mania. We've been away. And listen, motherfuckers got to move. Motherfuckers got holidays. Motherfuckers got kids. We got oblos. Suck our balls. We were here with you all year fucking long. So we missed a show or two. Suck my dick. I don't really care. We're back. We're better than ever. All four of us are here, even the pretty one. The pretty one's here for the two lady fans that we have. Yes, one is my future wife, and the other one's probably Rob. So, fuck you. We're back. What's going on?
Dude, I don't know what the fuck happened. You look like Ghost of Football Past, Johnny. I don't know what the fuck is happening.
You look like you jerked off and didn't clean off the camera.
Is that better?
I mean, you disappeared for a second, so sure.
I just wiped the camera down.
God,
oh, boys, it's cold up here, and I'm for the boy. I'm the boy. I'm for the boys. I got my new Beats headphones in. I'm just here. I'm ready to fucking give it a whirl, boys. This is the last one of the year.
Let's go.
It's true.
It might not be the last one of the year because at the end of the show we will talk about something. But last one of the year for now, maybe we'll see. Tyler.
Yes.
I look like I've been through like the mountain man hell, but you look very clean shaven. Look at you. Cleaned it up a little. Decided that he hates Nebraska. Is going to just rock the Hokies. I think it's a good idea for your life and your blood pressure.
I mean, some people have to back the ACC when the college football subcommittee just doesn't. So, I mean, somebody had to.
Look, I know I missed a show or two, but fuck, I'm not top liver here.
Let's get into it. Right off the bat, we'll give it to our fucking ACC homer boy, Rob. My opinion, because my opinion counts more than anybody's. Everybody knows that. FSU. Okay, the guidelines for the college football committee is not the four most deserving. It's the four best. Now, which is always bullshit. With that being a guideline, remember, with that being the guideline, not the four deserving, the four best, they got it right. Go ahead.
So it's bullshit that they say the four most deserving. They mean the four most deserving of their fucking wallets to try and make the most money off of this bullshit.
I went deserving, and you can go from there where you want.
Well, the four best for their wallets, right? Whatever fucking adjective you want to pick. The point is, I thought we lived in America. I thought we lived in a meritocracy. College football, most of all. You earn your way into the playoff. You earn your way into the bowl game. You got to get so many wins to get in. And yet here we are, the undefeated team of a Power 5 conference getting pushed aside. Honestly, they deserved a shot as a team. I don't care if their top quarterback is.
No, they don't. Listen, I love you to death, and I love that you're fighting with the American spirit behind you. No, fuck that shit, because right here, this needs to be a little more dictatorial, which I like. Alabama was the better team. Texas was the better team. Nobody wants to see Rodemaker or whoever the fuck was going to throw the ball for 3 picks. No one wants that. I don't want that. You don't want that. Deep down, you know, you're going to tell me because I love you and you're an optimist. You're saying, well, maybe he'll have the best game. Yeah, maybe pigs will fly and shit will happen too. Cardell Jones already happened again. He couldn't even score. They couldn't even score against Louisville. And the game before that, when Rodemaker was healthy, they scored 6. We're not doing this again. We're not doing it. They got it right.
It doesn't even fucking matter. Here's the thing. Let's just make this. It's just like baseball. Let's just rename it the fucking League for the Yankees, and everybody else are just NPCs. This is just the SEC. That's all it is. We're just the SEC. Who got to politic their way into sending 2 teams to the championship when there was no playoff, and we had the most boring fucking national championship game of all time with LSU and Alabama?
Listen, I love that you're fighting for it. I love this is why I want you on this side. You guys can chime in whenever, but obviously,
it's bullshit.
This is America. Do whatever you want. But let me ask you a question. You have to bet on your life and your loved one's life.
Mhm.
Alabama plays Florida State on a neutral field. This is for your life now. You die
Yep.
if you lose. With the teams they have now and the people that have opted out already.
Well, I have a question for you.
No, sold, counselor. No.
Here comes the lawyer.
I have a question back for you, Johnny.
I hold you in contempt.
Well, because here's the thing. They're not playing each other. They both get to go play Michigan, who last year notoriously shit the bed in the playoff, even though they're so much better than TCU.
We're going to get on the Michigan thing real quick because I'm so glad they didn't get a cakewalk because they're going to get their dicks blown off. But who wins FSU Alabama right now?
Right now, probably Alabama.
Thank you. Done.
However, I think it's a much closer game than everybody assumes it would be.
Winning.
Because it's mostly two defensive teams, and their quarterback play is sometimes, suspect, right?
I like Milroe. Milroe's come a long way.
Of course he's come a long way because he plays for Satan. I mean, Saban, who wouldn't even fucking shake his hand after winning the SEC championship, cold as ice.
Good.
That guy.
Good.
God. Anyway, point is that, yeah, sure, Milroe's come a long way because his coach basically tortured him emotionally throughout the season. So congratulations, you made a diamond. But
and honestly, I think this is better. Hear me out here. I think this is better for Florida State if they beat Georgia, because then they can always say
they can hold a fucking parade. This is what we do in Florida, right? Right, JC? Let's hold a parade.
Boom. Bingo. Banners everywhere.
But honestly, if they went into the playoff, they were going to get their ass kicked. But now all they have to do is beat Georgia, who nobody's going to play in that game. Nobody's playing.
Yeah.
All they have to do is beat them because, see, we could have, we should. I think that they should technically use that to their advantage because they were never going to beat Michigan. And then they should just say, well, see, we could have. We could have, but we could have.
I think right now, I think FSU is like a upgraded version of, I don't know, Penn State or Iowa, which means that it probably would have been a competitive game with Michigan because we've watched Michigan basically do nothing against those teams. Okay, yes, they beat Iowa. Congratulations. You scored more than 10 points. Of course you're going to beat Iowa. It's just we've been watching these terrible Big Ten teams set the standard. But I think Florida State's better than those other teams, and Michigan struggled against both of those teams. So I think that in the grand scheme of things, sure. But since we keep saying, oh, no, it's the best four teams, Michigan is not part of the best four teams.
James, would you like to chime in?
UCF, Florida State, raise the banners, national champs, right?
I don't like Florida State. It's so stupid.
No, I think what did it for me was I watched the FSU Louisville game because I was like, all right.
Sorry.
It wasn't very good. It's a big waste of time. And I think when I watched that game, I was like, well, they just can't be. So one thing that I did not want to see, and I think the committee probably played in the back of their mind too, is TCU last year. You do not want to have a blowout game in the college football playoff because it blows their credibility. And if they put FSU in and there was a blowout football game, I think it would have just been – I think the committee would have lost a lot of their credibility.
They've already lost a lot of credibility, though. At no point has this committee had credibility, right? Am I wrong on this? At no point. We've complained about them last year. We complained about them the year before. We have been complaining about this committee since day one. We want to bring back the fucking computers, right, Johnny?
See, this is where I object because, my team has been the proponent of has been voted national champions in the 70s by reporters. Then
your former team, the team formerly your team.
Yeah. And then in the 90s proved it number one. And then they said, hey, we'll go to the computer system. And then 2001 happened where we played for a national championship then and choked and got our dicks blown off by Oregon and Dewey Harrington. So, and then in 2009 when they said, hey, we're gonna get, if you don't win a Big 12 championship, we're gonna leave you out of the top 4 and send Texas instead. And believe me, back then we craved the human intervention that the committee has now, but the committee has just put their hand in the cookie jar too deep. If let me ask you this, if Florida State was so bad when they went down in week 10, how come Bama didn't jump them or FSU didn't descend? They always kept the same gap. And if
they were praying.
And if the committee wanted to do this jump, they theoretically should have done this jump when Jordan Travis went down.
Because the committee always thought Georgia was going to win.
But that's their own fucking fault.
That's their own fucking fault. Yeah.
Like I said, if they were so worried about whatever, why did they put 2 Big Ten teams in the top 5 basically the whole year? Right? Why don't they just do that for the SEC? Again, we all know it to be true. So here's my last thing about it, and then whoever wants to fucking talk is fine.
No, I want to propose this. If that was true, why didn't Ohio State drop like a fucking light when they lost to Michigan?
Right. So here's my deal. They've already killed the Pac-12. So which means I have to root for Washington, right? Like, this is where we are now. We have to fucking see this shit, because the most ridiculous thing to happen is that the Pac-12 dissolves right after becoming national champions. That would be the best, most ridiculous storyline of all time. But the committee has gone out of its way, and maybe not the committee. The engine, the machine that runs college football has already ground up the Pac-12. They've already basically come for the Big 12. So the ACC is next. The only good news about this is we're getting to the point where it's just going to be one giant conference, and they're going to break it into 2 pieces, and we're going to have a promotion relegation system, because they're trying to push out all of the conferences that don't matter because they don't make as much money. And that's what this has always been about. And it's been happening to the Big 12, as Tyler mentioned. Pac-12 is literally dead now. This is a zombie fucking conference that's going to maybe win the national championship and not save itself, which would be, again, fucking hysterical. And now the ACC has been pushed out as well. Whether it's official or not, the ACC is the only non-SEC conference to win national championships, to beat SEC teams, and yet we're still second-class citizens compared to the Big Ten every year. No matter how shitty Michigan's fucking schedule is, 111th rated strength of schedule, but, they beat one team all year who's their rival, and we all know that rivalry games go fucking sideways. But that's going to prove that they should have been number 2 the whole year. Great. Wonderful. This is just the narrative of let's just have 2 conferences. So the winner of the Big Ten play the winner of the SEC every year, and it's going to be the fucking Yankees, right? Yankees win or show up to like 50% of all World Series. But no, this is a league that everybody else is a part of. Bullshit. This is the SEC's thing and kind of the Big Ten, just because, nobody really likes the South outside of college football. So we got to include the rest of the country with the Big Ten. And, now this is college football. It's our most popular sport. Whatever. It's just a 2-horse race. Always has been. And now it's obvious. Now it's painfully obvious.
I'm gonna make a statement here, and see if you agree. College football, as we know it, is dead. College football, as we know it, is dead. There's no more geography involved. It's college football as we know it is dead, which is fine. Because I'm not saying college football is dead, because I think college football is doing better than it ever has. And that's fine. But college football as we know it is officially DOA, gone forever. There's going to be no more like
the spirit of it is gone.
Spirit, I guess that's what it is. But like, I'm still going to watch it. You're still going to watch it because we still love college football. But like, I go back into reading my old books, my old college football books. Like, it teaches me like why Georgia Tech is called the Rambling Wreck since the 1800s. Why Arizona State is a big rivalry in the Pac-12. why Washington and Oregon always hate each other, why the Apple Cup was a huge deal, why the Civil War was played. Civil War in the Northwest? What? Like when I was a kid, like that was a cool thing to learn. Like there's a game called the Civil War out in the Northwest. Like it's just it's a little dead, but like how I teach my kid is gonna be different than how I grew up on college football. It's gonna be more like a minor league system than it ever was a.
And how about the conversations around players staying in college football in order to make potentially more money than a rookie contract in the NFL?
Potentially more money. No, it's
It's
unequivocally
more money.
money.
And I think that's a good thing, honestly.
And I know what else
Wow.
is good for the players get to make the choice where they want to go. It's not a
Well,
draft.
because we've been watching the No Fun League. Why do we want all the talent to go to them when they didn't have to pay for it?
Well, let's not get dreary because I mean we
Yeah,
can
I'm just saying. The NFL has also capitalized on this for a long time. So now they don't get to as much. Well, you know what? You better up the ante, NFL. You better stop being so worried about your bottom line, because by being dicks about it since Goodell took over, here we are. You reap what you sow.
I'm just saying,
Bring
like,
some of the bitches.
the NFL will never fail. They'll never like lose a team or whatever. I mean, they could, but like Tuscaloosa fans are never going anywhere. They're never going anywhere in the plains. People in Michigan aren't going anywhere. Like the NFL doesn't have to like watch out because they maybe in 100 years that college football will take over the NFL. I'm just college fans will always have the one thing that they always will have is it's a part of them. Like I didn't go to a big school, but you know Tyler grew up on Nebraska football as a religion.
Yeah.
I grew up on. I'm in the Northeast. I'm Irish. You root for Notre Dame. Like that's just what you do. You root for Notre Dame. You go to church on Sundays.
Yeah, we don't have a
You went to Miami. You went to Miami. It's ingrained in you. You root for Miami. Like they'll always have that. So they'll never lose their fan. Like NFL teams could slip up in 100 years from now and just not have a team anymore. They could happen. Like look, people in Miami don't give a fuck about the Dolphins. People in San Diego didn't give a shit about the Chargers. So I'm just saying, college football will never go anywhere, but it is dead for what it has been for the last 100 years.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's been – I think that modern college football is from like the, 60s, maybe 70s? Because before that, it was, Army winning every fucking thing versus like Notre Dame and like 3 other teams, right? That was college football.
Let's
It was
just say
kind of a –
before they let the blacks play. Let's just call it like when it was all white, no one really like cared.
it was for idiots who wanted to hurt themselves for, in pursuit of nothing, because you just didn't get. I mean, Walter Camp could not have comprehended the shit that came out of this game that he was making into a thing at Yale. No way. Not even close. So I think for what you're saying, Johnny, yeah, but I think that, about 67 years ago changed, and now 67 years now it's changed again.
Gale Sayers started playing when OJ won the Heisman.
And even before that, post-war.
When the athletes came.
Post-World War II, when there's more than like 10 teams in the whole country, yeah, and then became a big thing, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, dude, I definitely agree with you. But also, I don't think it's a bad thing as long as the people in charge don't fuck it up.
Yeah, good luck.
I mean, we are going to a more, I guess, credential-based system in terms of 12 teams.
12 teams is going to be fucking awesome, guys. Like, I can't.
They can't screw that up. That's what I'm saying.
I like how they
13 and 14.
they didn't go to like 6 teams and 8 teams because like it would still have been like. They're like, guys, we're fucking this up. Let's just go to 12 and tell everybody suck my dick, because no one cares if you lost 3 games.
Right.
I think if we look back across like the last 5 years, if we looked at the 12, you could make a case where that 12, like maybe adjust them up or down 1 or 2, but at least that 12, you'd be like, yeah, that's in. Like that we're good.
And that 12
beyond that, it's once you get beyond 10
on the field 12 is perfect though because they belong on the field with the ones. But I mean, realistically, it's not like college basketball. The 12s are never going to win.
Yeah, you're not going to get the upsets.
12s are like 16. I think the highest seed that might ever win a college is like 8, maybe 9. I don't think a 12 seed is ever going to win the title. But I'm glad they have the chance to make the fight. You know what I mean? I'm glad they have that chance.
Well, and I think, I definitely think it's good that they have the chance. It's going to be harder for them to win the title because there are more games, right? If you say they'll take one team, right? Florida State has to win one game against Alabama. I bet you there is an opportunity for them to do that. But if they have to win 3 to win the championship, that's a lot fucking harder.
I think it also brings a little bit of that March Madness because, hey, maybe a 10 seed goes on a run and makes, you know what I mean? Like that's why we love college basketball. And it also proves that they did belong there because, hey, they beat 2 other good teams to get to that championship. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's more of a real champion.
Yep. That's exactly why I like it because you have to play and win.
Even the 1 seed has to beat 2 teams. You know what I mean? So that's why I think it's a more that's a more direct way.
You give everybody an opportunity. That again, meritocracy. You earn it.
Yeah.
So we don't have to worry about this bullshit. Who's the 4 best? Well, Michigan's probably not one of those teams. Honestly,
I would agree with that.
Michigan's good at beating Ohio State, but that doesn't make them the best team. It just makes them good at beating Ohio State. That's not the same thing.
If you factor group of 5 teams, I bet you that's probably the case.
All right, boys. Let's get off the bad vibes track. Let's discuss, like I discussed, our picks this year. Tyler 96-52. I'm 95-53. Rob was 94-54. JC 28-12. Boys, I went 12-6 this year. On my I went back and did the where'd it go?
Nope, you gone.
Nope.
Ghost of football past. That's you, Johnny.
Anyway, to do my over-unders for the year, I went 12-6. My biggest winners were like Louisville and Rutgers. My big losers, I mean, I was very wrong on UConn. They got hurt. That really wasn't my fault. And an accident.
I called that shit. I said if they don't stay healthy, you're going to fall apart.
And they did. But I was very right on – I had FSU winning the ACC. I was completely correct on that. I only had them losing 1 game. I was completely correct. Not in the Big 10 or the Big 12 at all. I picked Alabama to beat Georgia. I won on that one. And I was very wrong in the Pac-12. I had Washington 6th place.
They could have easily been, but they're a good team. Like they had to prove it this year, man. I'm rooting for that team all the way.
Let's start, before we do our picks, who are we rooting for in the playoff? Texas for JC?
Yeah, he gets to finally be a homer. They're back, baby. They're back.
Hold on.
Tyler, who you got?
I'm going Washington. I've been a Penix boy all season. Might as well see it out.
True. Huskies.
I mean, you guys see the background. I mean, come on. They're obviously the best team in the country. Everybody get the fuck out of here. Fuck this asshole. Fuck him. He's not a good quarterback. He's going to be exposed day 1 when Milroe and my boy Tommy put up 35 on their fucking asses, and they can't score. 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 They cannot score with a real team. And Bama is going to shut them the fuck down. We get a repeat of Texas-Bama in the fucking finals. Bama wins it all. Bama, roll motherfucking Tide. I hate Michigan. I don't really care who wins the championship, but I fucking hate Michigan. And I can't wait to prove again that they are frauds and they cannot hang with the elite of the elite. They can't hang with anybody but Ohio State.
Dude,
and Harbaugh,
I feel like there's an echo in here. Was that not what I was just bitching about 10 minutes ago?
Yeah. Harbaugh goes and coaches. Harbaugh knows it, and he goes and he coaches the Bears, and Michigan falls back into obscurity again.
Oh, come on. We switched to the Bears from the Chargers?
Yeah, I think the Bears. They got the 2 picks now.
Bears are better fit.
All right, let's do the bowl game.
But the Chargers could offer him GM status. Like, shut the fuck.
I think
we didn't say Harbaugh was an intelligent man. We actually know that he's not.
Hey, speaking of which, did you see who's the newest Alabama employee?
Oh, something about a Michigan staffer, right?
Connor Stallions is now on the Michigan or on the Alabama payroll.
Yep, there it is.
Listen, as long as Michigan loses, I don't care what happens. Because I'm so tired of them chirping. So I can't wait I cannot wait. I'm buying an Alabama jersey, and I'm gonna just wear it all over Twitter just to shit on all the Michigan fans and like to run their fucking mouths. I can't wait. Can't wait.
Johnny, it sounds like right now you have blue balls.
Ooh, yeah. He's got point there.
I got nothing. That was executed perfectly. I can't.
Yeah.
You can't sound perfect. You know, I mean, touche.
Thank
Games, boys, because guess what? Bowl games start tomorrow at 11 a.m.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
First game, Myrtle Beach Bowl, Georgia Southern -2.5 to Ohio. Who do we have, boys?
I got Georgia Southern.
I think so. They've been pretty solid all year, right? I mean, I know they had no perfect record or anything.
I will fill in you guys because I know you guys don't pay attention as much, but Ohio has 9 starters out. Their backup quarterback is out. Their starting quarterback is in the transfer portal. Rourke, who had a fantastic game. By the way, I did say Ohio was going to win 9 games this year. I was right on that. Suck my dick. I am hammering Georgia Southern here. They only lost 2 guys to the transfer portal, and everybody else is playing. They don't have any injuries. I'm taking Georgia Southern minus the points in the Bahamas Bowl.
Our instincts are on, man. Fucking 94, 95. We're like 70% right this year, or 60-something to 70.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
The next bowl game we have, boys, is the New Orleans Bowl. And the New Orleans Bowl is played in New Orleans at Jacksonville State. -2.5 versus University of Louisiana Lafayette. Let me hear it, boys.
Basically a home game for Lafayette. That's not the Raging Cajuns.
Yes, it is.
It is the Raging Cajuns, and they're a 0.5 favorite.
0.5? Jesus.
Correct.
So I don't have the scouting report on these guys, but based on it being, I mean, there's going to be a lot of fucking Cajun fans in the crowd, just based on who they are and where they play. Because we went out to a bowl game past there, like through that stretch of the country, right, Johnny? And it was all LSU fans coming out of the fucking woodwork in the middle of nowhere, Louisiana. You know they're going to come out for the Raging Cajuns, I think. So I'm going to go with that.
I don't have a lot on this I can give you guys, except Jacksonville State is a hell of a football team from Alabama, and I'm going to take the Gamecocks.
I am too.
I was going to say, I'm going to take the other Gamecocks.
Well, fuck you guys.
The next game is the Pure Bowl.
The 0.5 favorites was what scared me away.
It's played in Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
It's Miami of Ohio +6.5 to App State. I will give you a little bit of a background on this. I will be hammering Miami of Ohio to cover because they are 9-2 versus the spread this year. But I'm taking App State to win.
App State is a 4.5-point favorite.
Well, I got them at 6.5.
Yeah, I don't know in this type of a game if I would ever go against App State.
And I'm going with App State. That's too much.
I mean, I'll do it. It's not like they're playing at home, but they've proven themselves. Also, fuck other Miami. Not really like they're not whatever, but come on. That Miami gets to play in Florida. Now I'm already salty about it. So App State.
Next game. I'm going to tell you where the games are. When it's called the New Mexico Bowl, which is this one's the New Mexico Bowl. New Mexico State -3.5 to Fresno.
Playing at home, basically.
Let me see.
No, they're in Albuquerque, but it's
They're in
much-
Albuquerque.
Okay.
And New Mexico State is 2.5-point favorite.
Yes,
Really?
and they are 8-1-1 versus the spread this year. Fresno State is 3-7-1 versus the spread. I'm going to hammer New Mexico State.
There he is.
Same.
New-
What's up, Donnie?
New
Oh, we're
Mexico
running through 'em,
State,
buddy.
right up the road from El Paso, Las Cruces.
Yep.
Go ahead. I'll take them.
We'll do your 2 more at the end, Don. We're going through them all.
That was consensus on that one, boys.
Think so.
All right, we
Which
got the LA Bowl. I'm not going to tell you what that's playing because if you can't figure it out, go fuck yourself. UCLA -5.5 at Boise State.
It's not at Boise State.
No, versus
It's
Boise
LA Bowl, right? So it's at UCLA.
I think UCLA. There's like rumors UCLA is losing a lot in the transfer portal, and we don't know who's playing quarterback. And I'm just gonna go with steady, and I'm gonna take the points and Boise State.
UCLA is a 1-point favorite.
I just looked this up. It said 5.5.
Really?
Probably it.
Yeah,
More
on
players
FanDuel.
went in the portal.
There it is. Yep. My bad. I
But
got
I will be taking Boise State to win.
I'm going Boise State as well.
What's their record this year? Boise State.
8-5.
7-5, 8-5, yeah.
49.
They won their last 3 or 4 though.
Yeah, whereas UCLA has been tanking.
And Don with
Guys,
exactly.
remember,
That's a
all
UCLA
games
situation.
on the helmet like it is during the regular season. It's who wants to be there, and
Yeah, Boise State wants to win.
Just a little comment. It used to be that, but now it's like with the transfer portal, all these guys are leaving. So it's yes, the who wants to be there factor is there, but it's also who's not there.
Yeah.
So I
And
mean,
Boise
this
State has
transfer
the whole-
portal
Boise
thing
State
has
has the whole
definitely been.
so wait, Tyler, who'd you pick?
I went with Boise State because UCLA, the game is at SoFi and not at LA Coliseum or anything like that. Yeah.
I picked.
That is going to be a hell of a game for the Boise State kids, right?
Rob.
They're going to be playing in a fucking NFL, like the nicest NFL stadium. Sure, Boise State. They're going to get hyped for it.
JC?
Unanimous.
All right, a bowl
Mountain.
game that I have been to before. Very cold. It's a really cool town if you've never been there. Low key, very cool town. The Independence Bowl in Shreveport, Louisiana. Cal.
Yeah, I went there too.
Cal
Dick,
plus
I drove
3.5 versus Texas Tech. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't think Cal's losing a lot in the portal. I'm gonna take Cal here because I think they've been a very, very solid team all year. Texas Tech is
Good
up
competition.
and down, up and down, up and down. I like Cal here because I think the bowl game means more to them.
Yeah, I mean, when is the game? I don't know if you know this, but like I feel like the time of the game might be weird for them.
John, that's why you ride with me, baby.
At 8:15 p.m. in the evening.
Monday, right?
Oh shit! So that's
Correct.
like prime time for them. That's like dinner time for them. They're gonna be fine.
That's essentially a Monday night football game.
Yeah, well, because they're used to playing late at night. They're a Pac-12 team. Yeah, I'll go Cal.
Yep, same here for that reason.
Jay?
Unanimous.
Next game. Stupid ass fucking name. Toastery Bowl. Played in Charlotte, North Carolina. Western Kentucky's getting 3 points versus the Old Dominion Monarchs. Me personally, don't know a lot about these teams. Can be honest with you. But there is a guy from Venice who plays quarterback for ODU named Wolf. He has 2 Fs. It's pretty much a home game for if you know, well, not a home game, but Virginia Beach is very close to Charlotte. Give me ODU. Give me the Monarchs. My baseball coach went to ODU, picking ODU.
That's true too. ODU's had some pretty interesting wins over the years too, since they've really ramped up their program. I could ride ODU.
They've pretty much been the best team in Virginia the last 3 years. Nah,
Except for
James Madison.
They've been the second best.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. They're better than Vatek. They're better than Virginia. They've beaten them both.
Thought Tech
it
is
being
just saying.
Who are you taking, JC? Or JC's going with ODU? Rob, who you going
Old
with?
Dominion. Let's do it.
I'm gonna be a rebel and take Western Kentucky because y'all are just straight wrong.
And he's mad that you're talking shit about his team.
Here's another one of those really cool names. The Scooter Coffee Frisco Bowl.
Nice.
Hey, shout out Nebraska. Scooters is a Nebraska thing.
UTSA minus 11.5 versus Marshall. I'll tell you right now, I love UTSA all year. I bet on them all year. I'm
Roadrunners, baby.
And it's played in Frisco.
Yep.
Kind of a home game.
Home, yep.
Not really, because Frisco's not at San Antonio, but I mean it's close enough.
Fucking 4 hours north. Yeah. UTSA.
I think
Marshall won more than 7 games this year.
I think they're 7 and 5.
no, they're 6 and 6.
Yeah.
6 and 6, yeah, down year for.
I mean, my kid's name is Marshall, but that's not going to sway me. I'm still sticking Roadrunners.
Roadrunners.
8 and 4, and I'm going Roadrunners.
Beep beep.
The roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl. So stupid. USF +3 at Syracuse.
Ooh.
Syracuse lost their coach. They lost almost all their players. They're good players this year. USF played Bama tough. New coaching staff. They're getting some recruits in. They just took a 4-star from Georgia, a tight end from IMG. IMG tight end. You probably know him, Rob.
Eccles.
Fucking stud. I think the momentum.
Yeah, I watch him play every week. Yeah,
I think the momentum continues here, and I think USF starts building something maybe a little. I think they can roll. I mean, there's no reason why you can't win in Tampa. I'm taking UCF. I say they make a playoff in the next 5 years. Give me USF starting today with this win against Syracuse to jumpstart their program and to become the 3rd best team in Florida.
I love how you're just like throwing Syracuse and be like, nah, this is you're gonna be the fucking Kindle for the fire that will be USF. We're gonna start with you, Syracuse.
They're pretty much staying home. That's the closest Division I program to IMG. That's a big fucking deal. That's a huge fucking deal for him to stay home. He's the coaching staff is young. We know a guy that's on the coaching staff. What's his name is still there.
He's still there. It's he's a quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Listen.
And I just give me USF, man. I have a feeling. I got a feeling.
I'll go with you on the bowl game for sure. I mean, it's going to take a lot for USF to sustain, but they could get up there. I think JC's mad because he doesn't want to see UCF lose the title, but
well, I've been saying for the last 3 years now. UCF being the team that's on the rise and taking over Florida as the hot destination. I can't see USF overtaking it. I mean, that is a huge recruiting win for them, but I don't think that's going to change much. This game, I'll ride USF. I think as much as I'd like to see Syracuse do something here, I don't think it's in the cards for them.
They're going to be playing a lot of freshmen.
Yeah, they got a lot of help out in the transfer portal and all sorts of problems like that. I'm going USF because Syracuse is just so fractured.
Next game, Union Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. Tampa, Florida. If you don't know Gasparilla, Tampa, Florida, Raymond James. Georgia Tech +4.5 at UCF. Not at, but pretty much at.
All right, so I'll start. So this is actually kind of a fun one for me because UCF, my alma mater, my homer team, right? Georgia Tech being a team that I've just always enjoyed watching. I just like them. But I got to stick with the homer, right? I got to stick homer, so I'll take UCF.
Tyler.
UCF for me.
Rob.
Georgia Tech has been fucking with people all year. All year. And they're the underdogs, right? Or no, they're the underdogs. They're getting 4.5 versus
Correct.
UCF. Oh God.
Yeah.
That's so. If Georgia Tech was the favorite, which after they played Georgia, they should be. If they were the favorite, they'd probably fuck it up. But honestly, I think Georgia Tech is just going to continue to be a thorn in everybody's side that they play. And
I'm
fuck around with
riding Haynes King as well, baby. Give me the rambling wreck.
fucking Haynes King's just going to somehow run for 100 yards for no goddamn reason.
And we know, and Jay, we do know a quarterback that is
He's on the roster.
It's on the roster, and we've known him since he was born.
Yeah.
Not, I mean, he doesn't really know us, but our football coach's son is a quarterback at Georgia Tech, and I believe he's third or fourth string. So I think he's only a freshman. He's a redshirted freshman. Give me Georgia Tech.
All right, 2-2. That's our first split.
The 76 Birmingham Bowl. I don't have to tell you where that is. Troy
England.
+7 against Duke. I'm going to tell you right now, Duke lost their coach, their quarterback to my team, who I love. They lost everybody. Duke is losing everybody. This is pretty much a home game for Troy. Troy is always a very stable team in the Sun Belt. Every couple of so years, they'll knock off like an Auburn or they'll knock off like a Mississippi State. I'm taking Troy in a home game.
I am as well. Same easy.
It pains me because the ACC is going to look like shit, after this. We're already getting shit on, but we were going to have a little bit of self-respect, right? But Duke's just fucking it all up for us like they do in every sport every year. So I'm going to go with Troy as well.
Jay?
Hold on. I'm trying to get a little mascot here.
Oh,
So this is Duke. This is Duke.
Duke's going to be the only winner from Duke.
This is the only winner. Unfortunately, Troy is going to take it.
He's cutie.
Yeah.
He was just knocked out sleeping, so he did not want to get up.
Is that a Malinois? Is that a full-bred Malinois?
Oh, yeah.
I think if Troy had to play that Duke, they would lose.
He's all like, "The fuck you doing, Dad? What the fuck?"
Dude, he was knocked out.
Yep.
I had to really coax him up off the floor. He was right before I was waking him. He was actually doing the run in his sleep. So,
Aw.
Next game, a game I know nothing about, and I'm just going to pick off the top of my head. The Camellia Bowl in Montgomery, Alabama. Arkansas State -1.5 at Northern Illinois. I'm taking Northern Illinois because I can name a player from there 12 years ago. What was his name? Paxton Lynch.
So I have actually been through Montgomery. Actually, I knew when you said Camellias that it was Montgomery because it's their fucking city flower or whatever. That is a pretty shitty stadium. I'm not gonna lie. They got fucking wrecked by all sorts of shit. So it's usable. I think Arkansas State, that's kind of like a home game for them. It's not super home, but they're gonna be way fucking closer than Northern Illinois. No one from Northern Illinois is fucking traveling down there. So I'm gonna go with the Red Wolves.
keep the dog themes going. Wolves over Huskies.
I'm going Northern Illinois. And
Another 2-2.
And I bet you
Good.
Tony Romo is too.
Here we go. Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl in Fort Worth, Texas. JMU -2.5 versus Air Force. Low key, this would be a great matchup, but I think JMU's quarterback is in the transfer portal, and for that reason alone, I'm pretty sure he is. I'm taking Air Force.
No one's transferring from Air Force.
No, they don't do that. They don't play that game. Homie, don't play that.
I'll go with Air Force. I I was really happy that JMU did not end up being in the bowl game against Miami, because I was like, we were gonna get fucking pantsed by a new Division I team.
Well, their quarterback's out. He's gonna go to the D1, a bigger school.
Yeah, well, Miami's quarterback's out too, so we were gonna get pantsed by like the newest Division I school.
Cameron Ward.
I know.
And he went to Wisconsin, which is exactly where he belongs. He's very white.
He's very.
They just won't throw the ball
Russell,
enough for him.
Very Russell Wilson.
Very Russell Wilson of him, yes. So hopefully he'll go on to great things. Go for
Are
your
you allowed
preseason.
to pick Air Force?
No, no.
No.
So
Are you allowed to pick Air Force? No.
So Air Force is the little brother of the Army. There's a branch off from the Army, and they're your cousin. There's a lot of reasons why I'm just gonna be like, fuck you.
He said my cousin.
Tell Billy JMU is gonna roll him.
I'm going JMU too.
Another 2-2. I just like, can you are allowed to? No.
Because apparently we got to be careful bringing JC near Colorado Springs. Just tense here.
The town's nice without the fucking Air Force base. It's fine.
The Idaho Potato Bowl. Georgia State plus 1.5 versus Utah State. Again, I don't really know too much. Like, I'm gonna be better next year. I have now a system with my child being a complete asshole. I'm gonna take Utah State here because of elevation.
A lot of the former Miami coaches and a couple of the players went out to Utah State, and I think they had actually had a pretty decent year. I mean, they were bowl eligible, which I don't think they were before those guys moved out there. So I don't know if all those players are still there right after the season, but I know that's how they got here. So I'm willing to rely on Utah State as well. Don't know anything about Georgia State this year. I mean, I know that they exist. I've seen them play before, but not not this year.
So actually, Johnny B's comment about the elevation should not be overlooked.
It's
Georgia out to that environment is like that. It's a big deal. You're
going out from like almost underneath the water to like 4,000.
The swamp.
Yeah. So
to the
I
mountain.
mean, without knowing much about the teams in general, other than Utah State, just from year to year pulling off some pretty good wins, I would say that could really just be
that was my honest answer. That wasn't a shit. That was literally elevation.
Like, yeah, I mean, like if you got to pull anything out, like, hey, where could there be an issue?
Tyler?
Yeah, I'll go Utah State.
Consensus.
Yeah.
All right,
That means you're putting a bet on them, right?
I am actually gonna do every single one of these games.
68 Ventures Bowl, Mobile, Alabama. Southern Alabama minus 16 versus Eastern Michigan. I'm telling you right now, that line couldn't be big enough. Southern Alabama is a hell of a fucking football team. They went into the fucking Pokes. They beat the Pokes in fucking Oklahoma State. They're a hell of a team. They run the ball. They play tempo. They play great fucking defense. Southern Alabama, big.
Isn't Southern Alabama from Mobile?
I think it's probably close.
Like, I'm pretty sure they're based out of, well, they're like an hour away. Like they're on the fucking shoreline.
I will look it up.
I'm on it.
I'm definitely taking USA though. USA.
JC.
So I was just trying to look something up. So,
well, I'm gonna get a beer.
Make sure I'm not being stupid here. Say those teams one more time.
Southern Alabama minus 16.5 versus Eastern Michigan in Mobile, Alabama.
Eastern Michigan.
Wow.
I just had to double check. I had something crossed up.
Tyler?
You're not gonna tell us why? You just picked them?
Tyler's got a shit-eating grin on his face.
I don't fucking know.
No. Okay. All right. You looked up something. I was like, you have facts.
What are you drinking? You got Coors Light or something?
Yeah, I got fucking Rocky Mountain Piss.
Rocky
That's all right.
Mountain Piss. No, I'll go Southern Alabama.
Next game. Don't worry, we're almost there, boys. Jesus.
Pull it up.
The SRS Distribution Bowl. The SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl. Utah -6.5 versus Northwestern.
There it goes.
Northwestern,
Oh.
Northwestern might be the best team that everybody thought was going to win one game all year. But I'm taking,
Yeah, it wasn't Colorado.
I'm taking Utah.
Yeah. Utes.
They didn't lose anybody, right? Utah, as far as we know.
As far as I, they probably lost a couple guys, but no one of name.
Yeah, but no one of note, right? Like they just, yeah, Utah.
I'm going Northwestern.
Wait a
What
second.
a fucking homer.
Big homer pick.
Someone's got to stand up for the ACC. Get the fuck out of here, TA.
It's the something Hawaii Bowl. Coastal Carolina +9.5 versus San Jose State, who I said was going to be a good team this year. Grayson McCall's already going to North Carolina State. Give me San Jose State big here. Big.
Yeah.
I'm really mad that Grayson is not coming to Miami.
If we're just talking about geography, go back to that other game we talked about, Georgia
Could
State.
Coastal Carolina be farther
Coastal they cannot go fucking further. Which way are they going to travel? Like, do you go
Are you
east or
going this
west
way
to
or
go that
this
far?
way?
You
Which
fucking
way are
kidding
they
me?
going?
Yeah.
Good God.
And they're getting 9.5, right, against San Jose.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
sounds
think I
right.
might hammer San Jose, not only the money line, but just the points too.
Yeah,
That's absurd.
San Jose.
And you
Why
can't
why would you even take that bowl game? That's crazy. Crazy.
Money.
I mean, yeah, but we all know bowl games.
I think the Hawaii game actually pays out like top 12.
Yeah, because people won't travel. You know
That's
what? Honestly,
crazy.
the kids are gonna love being on the beach because they're there every fucking day anyway, and in Coastal Carolina.
It will not actually hurt them as much as a normal team because they're literally on Myrtle Beach every day. I mean, maybe it won't distract them as. I mean, Hawaii is a lot different. I get that, but
Yeah, but they can be comparing beaches basically. I mean,
Yeah. How soft the sand is in each place.
yeah, no, that giant ass waves because I don't know, whatever.
all right, boys. The Quick Lane Bowl, Detroit, Michigan, Bowling Green, +4.5 versus Minnesota.
Minnesota
BGU. Fuck the Minnesota.
rowed a boat.
Rob.
Again, any major casualties to transfer portal or anything else? We have no idea. All right. Now, I want BGSU to upset Minnesota because fuck the Big Ten, but I'm going to pick Minnesota.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to take BGSU because whenever Bowling Green plays, I'm pretty sure whenever they play a Big Ten team, they beat them. And I think especially in bowl games, I'm taking that.
Let's go.
The Serve Pro First Responders Bowl, Dallas, Texas. Texas State -4.5 versus Rice.
How is Texas State the favorite? I don't get it, but I'm going.
I'm
with it.
taking Rice because Rice never makes a bowl. This is huge for their program. It's a home game, almost. Houston, Dallas, almost the same thing. I know Texas State is somewhere.
Texas State is San Marcos. It's way closer to Dallas.
Nobody,
Yeah.
That sounds like
nobody cares that you know the geography of Texas, James. Nobody cares. Give me Rice because they have the other McCaffrey brother.
No, JC took my point because I was going to say that because I'm going to Texas State.
So I'll go with Rice because of how important it is to the program. And, I love the McCaffreys, like the whole family, Ed on down, my favorite Broncos player. But it's not a home game for them. They have to treat this like they're going into a hostile environment.
It's all home
And they
games.
might
Let's go.
thrive off that. They might thrive off of that. That's what I'm saying. It might not be a bad thing, but we can't be like, oh, it's a home game. It's fine. No. Houston to Dallas is not close.
Same
Let's
thing.
go. Let's go, Bobcats. Let's go. Texas State. I used to work with one former quarterback. So
The Guaranteed Rate Bowl in Phoenix, Texas. Phoenix, Arizona. I need medicine.
It is in Phoenix, Arizona.
Not Phoenix, Texas. Good.
Yeah.
Kansas -12.5 versus a very good UNLV team. I'm going to take Kansas.
This trick pick.
Actually, is Jason Bean playing in this game, or did he transfer out?
I
don't think
don't
he-
think-
Let's see here.
huge line.
It's 12.5 is huge.
UNLV is a good team too. I'm taking Kansas to win. Probably UNLV to cover.
Just giving them 12.5. Like, why would you match them up in the first place then? And not that that's like the immediate, if it's a close game, then we put them together. But still, Jesus.
I'm going to take
That is the
Kansas.
second biggest
I'll be
spread
right
in bowl games, by the way.
Yeah, I know that's not like the immediate, but if you're setting up a fucking blowout, what are we doing? Did anybody find out if you said it was Jason, right? If he's playing or he's transferring?
Playing or no?
I believe he is.
I'm going to hammer them then. Yep, hammer them.
Kansas.
Tyler,
Yeah, give me Kansas.
Rob,
Kansas. Rock chalk.
did JC say anything?
He said Kansas.
Okay. Next pick. Next game. The Military Bowl, Annapolis, Maryland. Virginia Tech. Military Bowl, Annapolis, Maryland. Virginia Tech -7.5 versus Tulane. I'm pretty sure Tulane had a lot of dudes enter the transfer portal. And
Yeah.
I'm going to ride with
A lot.
Kyle and his stupid hat. Give me Virginia Tech.
Do I even gotta say it? Hokies. Hokies.
Yeah, no, Tulane's got a lot of people in the transfer portal. So I guess Virginia Tech.
Hokies.
You know what? I gotta say ACC. You know what? Please don't fail us. Jesus
Enter
Christ.
Sandman, baby. Let's go.
Come on, Kyron Drones. You can outschool these Louisiana losers.
The Duke's Mayo Bowl, another game I've been to in Charlotte. UNC +6.5 versus Country Roads. Take me home.
Oh, I saw a fucking tweet that did this. And he's like,
by the way, Drake May's not playing.
All right.
West Virginia wins
Shocker.
by about 35 points here. Garrett Green, West Virginia. Let's roll.
why is Drake May not playing?
Because he's going to
NFL.
He's
He's
going draft.
going to draft.
I think
Okay.
he said that. It was only 2 days ago he announced.
Correct.
All right, fine. ACC's letting us down again. Fucking Duke and UNC. Bane of ACC's existence.
JC,
Yeah, I could ride with the Mountaineers on this one.
Sure.
Tyler,
It's because you're singing, Johnny. I'm going West Virginia only because of the singing.
I could do it more.
The more you sing, the more I'm going to choose against them.
What West,
West Virginia. Got to support the Big 12 sometime.
there you go, boys. West Virginia. The DirecTV Holiday Bowl in San Diego, California. Louisville -7.5 versus USC. This is the battle of the what could have been this year. And I'm going to
It's a battle of super fucking disappointing teams. Yeah.
And I'm going to take Louisville just because I believe in Braum more to have guys ready to play. And I don't think he's going to lose as many people in the transfer as USC is, including my starting quarterback going to the NFL. So give me Louisville.
Yeah, Caleb Williams is definitely not playing, right?
No.
Correct.
Yeah, no. We know who the whale's vagina is, and it's the fucking coach of USC. So,
It really sucks that like the bowl games have turned into the whole not playing is such bullshit, but whatever.
Yeah, Louisville.
AC,
Louisville.
Tyler,
Oh, in Louisville.
consensus.
All right, we're going to get into these bigger games now. Except for this one. The Tac Tac Texas Bowl from Houston and Dallas, same place. But it's in Houston.
Yep.
Texas A&M -2.5 versus Oklahoma State.
Ooh.
I'm taking Oklahoma State here because A&M has the coaching turmoil, the turnover, guys leaving in fucking the transfer portal. Their biggest guy, they don't know if he's leaving or staying. I'm going to go with the mullet and the consistency.
You know, I went against Oklahoma State a lot this year.
And they won. You lost a lot.
Yeah, I did. And so I'm gonna jump on and say Oklahoma State.
I'm with you then. I'm going Oklahoma State.
Rob?
I mean, I don't like either of these teams, but the last time I saw Oklahoma State play in a bowl, they basically broke Derek King's leg and then beat Miami. So I think they'll probably do something like that again. Oklahoma State.
This is a cool name for a bowl. This is going to be a blowout, but I would love to go to this because it's in an awesome area. The Wasabi Fenway Bowl in Fenway Park.
Yep.
It's a weird-ass place to play.
SMU Mustangs versus the Boston College Eagles. How Boston College made a bowl game is ridiculous.
Surprising.
And I'm going to hammer Preston Stone, 5-star freshman quarterback. SMU going into the ACC next year. Shocking people. SMU huge here. Huge.
The return of Rhett Lashley.
And this starts them off for their ACC play next year, playing an ACC team at in an away game.
Yes. I mean, this is a home game for BC.
Cambridge is not that far from downtown Boston, and that's where BC is a little more north of Cambridge. Whatever.
It's the same fucking city. You thought that Dallas and Houston were basically the same thing, but you're like, no, it's not that far. Fuck off, man.
I've been to Boston a lot.
I grew up in Connecticut. Yes, I understand this.
Cities inside the city.
Because it's 30 minutes driving. That's not far.
Southie is different from North Shore. So, like, when you go to North Shore, it's a little different from when you go to Quincy.
Johnny,
you're from New York. Calm down.
we ran Boston.
Me and JC won national championship game in Cambridge, Mass. No one remembers that, but I do. I played fucking center there. And my boy that caught touchdowns and fucked dick. We just fucked chicks.
On the cover of Flag Mag magazine, baby.
We were on the cover of a magazine.
Flag Bag magazine.
Flag Mag magazine. We were on the cover, kid. Went over there, fucking Southie, went to Cambridge, had some Brazilian foods and some Brazilian broads. Fucking awesome.
How you like them apples?
So, because of the accent, purely because of the accent, I'm reminded more and more how much I hate Boston. Boston fans. Yeah, I'll go with SMU. I'll go with Rhett Lashley. Even though I do.
Hey, kid, for not being around Boston, not a bad accent.
I do think that there's going to be a fuck ton of BC fans, and it's not going to be Red Bandana game, but they're going to try and recreate that sort of feeling.
I just think the city will actually show up there, kid. You know, like they'll just show up just to go to a Boston thing. The kids in Boston love going to Boston games. You know what I'm saying, kid?
But SMU just won the AAC with a backup quarterback. Like I don't think they're afraid of the limelight, so I think they'll win.
I love SMU Rise from the Ashes program. I just want to continue to see that program come back, rise.
And they have a lot of money.
And
their NIL is going to be ridiculous. They might become the best team in Texas.
Whoa, whoa.
They have more money than everybody, except for maybe A&M.
I'm purely watching this game just to see whoever wins, which will probably be SMU, the awkwardness of getting served wasabi in something or on sushi and trying to inject it.
In Boston. That is a weird, weird.
Tyler, who you taking?
Yes, they like their Japanese food. They like their sushi.
Go on SMU.
Which is weird because you want to know what they have really good though? No bullshit. Because when we were there, we went to I think 3. They have
Brazilian
food in Boston is out of this world.
Yeah, it's really good.
The Brazilian food in Boston is obviously
That place is stupid.
They got the
my
fucking
God.
guinea food. They got the guinea food. Don't get me wrong. The North End has the guinea food upon guinea food upon guinea food. But
I ate more than our linemen did. I destroyed that place.
What's
amazing. I said I ate more than the linemen did.
Dude,
it was amazing.
Bro, they came around with the fucking sticks. The kid didn't stop. He just kept eating. Anyway.
We have Rodizio here. I understand the concept, but there has to be a really good time in a big city like Boston.
Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe. Okay, sorry. Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl.
Oh, shit.
Rutgers plus 1.5 in Yankee Stadium in the Bronx versus Miami.
Ooh.
Miami's gonna get annihilated. Annihilated. How many times have I been right when I've called Miami losing?
I think the Chicken Cutlets crowd, the Tommy DeVito boys, they're coming out. They're gonna come out. I know Tommy DeVito went to Syracuse, but listen, the Rutgers, Tommy DeVito, the Chicken Cutlets, Sebastian Maniscalco.
Yeah, there it is. I was like, let's say his fucking name, bro.
They're gonna do it. It's gonna be Rutgers.
This is definitely a home game for Rutgers. They're basically across the river from these fuckers.
It's literally a home game. You can take the fucking train right to the game.
Exactly.
Miami's just gonna ingest a bunch of Frenese salad and be all like, bruh.
Well, Miami has a lot of people hitting the portal, blah, 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 blah. We're down to one healthy quarterback.
Rob, you guys are gonna be fantastic next year, but this year you're playing Guidos in Yankee Stadium.
Well, it's more that he can't throw the ball. Like, he's not really a dual threat quarterback. He's a very one-dimensional running quarterback. He's basically Milroe, against USF. Like, this is going to be ugly.
Quarterback for Rutgers, what's Wimbosh? He's a good quarterback. I like him.
And we lost most of our best defensive players to the draft because they're really good. So this is going to be rough.
Are you doing consensus Rutgers?
Yeah.
This is going to be fucking rough, guys. This is not meant to be a good time. The only good news is the kind of football our coach actually likes, so he can not kneel the ball and lose the game. This is what we're going to do.
I don't like – so this is a part of bowl season I don't enjoy is when great programs, historically great programs, are set up for failure in a situation like this that I don't think is going to be detrimental to recruiting. I don't see that actually. But there are some scenarios where a bowl game loss changes and influences a recruit's decision to not go to that program. So I don't know that that's the case for Miami, but I'm
not this year. So it was the last time we had a bowl game worth doing.
Not this year, not this game, not this location, because it doesn't. I mean, it's.
Yeah, it is. This point, the season's already been fucking tough.
Miami's not taking anybody from Don Bosco. They're not taking anybody from fucking Bergen Catholic. They're not good enough to play in Miami. They're just not.
Well, here's the thing. The last time we had a bowl game worth the damn, we had fired our coach early so that when we played Notre Dame, we had nothing. We didn't even get off the fucking bus. Like, that definitely impacted our recruiting. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was in fucking El Paso or whatever the fuck it was.
And I was there.
And that was a shit game. But that was, talk about setting yourself up for failure. Everything you just said, JC, I 100% agree with. It's just that this year doesn't matter. This is the do not kneel year, right? Like, we're fucking done or not done regardless because of Georgia Tech. It has nothing to do with Rutgers and Schiano, out Cristobal and Cristobal. They're like buddies. Like, they literally are like the same. They were in the same coaching tree.
Fucking paisans are gonna go to fucking North Central Bronx and pick up a big.
Yeah, they're gonna have a great fucking time hanging out and drinking together. But like, the team is not ready to play against Rutgers or against a away game. Basically, they're not even ready to play an away game against anybody.
There was snow in El Paso for that game, by the way.
Yes, there was. I remember that.
It was pouring.
Boys, here we go. The Pop-Tart Bowl
in
Orlando, Florida. NC State +3 versus Kansas State.
Oh.
Ooh.
I'm going to take Kansas.
No.
No, they don't have their quarterback. Howard's. I mean, they don't.
Howard's USC bound allegedly.
Yeah, but NC State's getting a transfer quarterback in. So is their quarterback going to be ready? I'll take NC State based on they're closer. And Howard being out.
I'm going to pick the NC State because I really need the ACC to go over 500 in bowl season. Like, just to really fucking shove it up their asses. Big Ten needs to suck. ACC needs to be over 500. Sorry, Tyler.
All right. Circa 2 years ago, when we did our uniform draft, Kansas State, I'm going to stay with it.
Jesus. I knew
I'm going.
DC, you're literally that person who picks usually female who goes, "Oh, I'm going to pick this team in March Madness because of the uniforms."
Guilty as charged.
All right, like a couple more to go, like 12 more. The Valero Alamo Bowl, Arizona -2.5 versus Oklahoma. What a matchup. I'm taking Arizona. I'm taking the momentum they built. They've won 9 games this year, or 8 games this year. Give me Arizona to beat Oklahoma, who doesn't really probably want to beat the Valero Alamo Bowl. So
and transfers from Oklahoma.
Yeah,
I'm with you. Arizona's definitely got the upper hand on this one.
Yeah, because the quarterback went to Oregon, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Dylan's going to fucking Oregon.
Yep. He's Bo Nix's heir apparent.
He's going to out Bo Nix. Yeah, he's going to out Bo Nix. He's going to out Bo.
Are we consensus Arizona?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, where'd you go, buddy?
I'm here.
Now you're really ghostly. You were a ghost of football pass before. Now you're just ghost.
We see the come now.
Hold on.
We see the come now in all its glory. What?
I think the biggest thing is, so Arizona won a couple close games, and Oklahoma without momentum, they don't have a defense. So I really think it's going to be a shootout, and I think that without Dylan Gabriel, that Arizona's going to win a close game. Johnny, we can hear you, so if you want to keep talking, that's fine.
Oh, you guys can hear me?
Yeah.
We just
can't see you. That's all.
Tax Slayer Gator Bowl, Clemson -5.5 versus Kentucky. Clemson's gonna roll here, boys.
Damn it! Yeah, fuck.
You better hope so.
Oh, I read about it. Clemson's just it's gonna be a steamroll.
Yeah.
So I'll pick Clemson, but is Dabo just not going to be fired ever? Like they're just going to fucking.
Robbie, you had a bad year.
It was bad, yeah.
Yeah, but speaking of the transfer portal, how many transfers are Clemson getting? 0.
None.
They only lost one guy to Missouri, though.
Correct.
But that's not the point. They can't bring anybody in to shore up any weaknesses.
I mean, he was pretty outspoken against the transfer portal. So, I mean, he dug that grave. So,
I know. I'm just saying. We're going to watch Belichick get fired before Dabo Swinney. This makes no goddamn sense.
Yeah.
No sense. But anyway, I digress.
Damn.
Clemson.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
All right. So I think we have a consensus Clemson, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Johnny, you still there?
Johnny. Earth
Nope.
to Okay.
Look up the other ones.
Wait, here we go.
Oh my God. Okay. I was like, now there's 2 of them.
All right. Sorry, guys. JC, who'd you take, Clemson or Kentucky?
Unanimous.
We all hate Kentucky, Johnny. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to go on that tirade because it's getting old. I'll wait till next year.
There you go.
Next game. Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. Oregon State +6.5 versus Notre Dame. To be honest with you guys, Sam Hartman's not playing. I don't know who the backup is, but neither is DJ. So I'm taking Notre Dame.
Is Oregon State's running back doing it, or is he also because he's going for the draft?
I don't know, honestly.
Honestly, because that team was DJ was good for Oregon State, but that team was built around that running back. God, I can't remember his name. He's really fucking good. Like he's going to go to the NFL and just destroy motherfuckers.
I'm going Notre Dame.
Oh,
So
Damian Martinez. Oh, they reinstate him in time for the Sun Bowl after a DUI suspension. So
Jace,
I'm going to pick Oregon State. Sorry, Johnny.
fuck you. That's all right.
So Notre Dame, the last bowl game that they played at the Sun Bowl, they destroyed Miami. So I'm going to go Notre Dame at the Sun Bowl for another win.
Good pick. Next game.
They didn't even play a team. Like they played Johnny's fucking icon when he wasn't on camera. Like that's not.
AutoZone Liberty Bowl, Memphis plus 1.5 versus Iowa State.
What? No.
I want TA input on this one first.
Memphis all day.
Yeah, Iowa State, like, I don't. They're
Defense is good. Their offense, a lot of question marks because there's a lot of transfers getting down there.
I feel like they really ought to be a better football team than they are.
At least offensively, yes. Defensively, they can kind of hold their own.
I mean, can Memphis score the ball? They typically can.
They typically can, and I'm thinking
Yeah,
they're going to.
this year they can as well. All right, Memphis, one of the bajillion Tigers. I like how Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl doesn't have any teams with Tigers in them when there's like 15,000 to choose from.
It's almost like it's cursed because that's been that way for like a while.
But it's just hilarious. Like I think they specifically don't pick Tiger teams, which narrows the field like to half the teams in college football.
Are we going consensus there?
Yeah, Memphis.
You object.
All right, Memphis consensus.
Okay.
Next pick. The Goodyear Cotton Bowl, Missouri, minus 2.5 versus Ohio State.
Let's fucking go.
Speaking of Tigers,
I'm saying Missouri in a rout.
Yeah. Same.
they're not losing people, right?
No,
Kyle
they're gaining
McCord's
people.
in the portal.
Well, I'm saying the draft or portal, right? And there's the big ass kicker is not leaving yet. He's still around.
That's the
Right.
Just even if he was going to the draft, I feel like he'd still play, right? The kickers don't be like, "Oh, I'm worried about getting hurt. I'm not going to kick this game." Right? That's not a thing that kickers do.
Especially with him being a unit, he'd be all like, let's play all day.
Ohio State quarterback transferring. So that's, okay.
Because
That
allegedly,
actually helps Ohio State because he was shit.
he was going to come here, and then Matt Rule said, we don't want
Cody Schrader gonna fucking just eat him up. Can't wait.
Wait, Tyler, he's not going to Nebraska?
Correct.
He's
Rule
not?
told him no.
Correct. We got another grad assistant transfer that was a quarterback for us at one point.
Tyler, let me back in on my computer.
Okay.
Listen,
Thank you.
if what's his face from Ohio State wasn't such a prick
Consensus
about it
Missouri. Next
at the
pick.
Notre Dame game.
we're just moving on from this. Let's
No,
go
I just,
fucking MIZ, baby.
Yeah, right.
Let's fucking go.
I just love how the quarterback from Ohio State's getting rejected from teams. That is just so.
Well, like, he doesn't understand his role. It's his last year, and he doesn't want to be usurped by some 5-star incoming. And
No, that's what I mean. Like, he doesn't understand his role in general because he was always just eye candy for fucking Marvin Harrison Jr. That's all he ever was to begin with, and yet he still acted like he was big man on campus because he's a tool. Like, I just don't know your place, man. Know what your role is. Fucking embrace it. Don't be a douchebag.
So allegedly, we got Casey Thompson back as a grad a graduate. So
As a quarterback?
Yep. He got his exemption for year 7. So
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, whatever. We have a tight end who's trying to hit year 9. So,
So
suck
Case-
it.
Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. Ole Miss plus 3.5 at Penn State in Atlanta. I'm going to hammer Ole Miss because Penn State is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ole Miss is going to put up the points, man. That's
Yeah. Penn State can't score more than 20 points in a game.
I mean, listen, whoever puts more points on the board is going to win the game.
it's gonna
And
be
I
Ole
think
Miss.
that's what
But
it's come.
Penn State
that's what
can't
it's gonna-
score. So,
That's what it's going to come down to.
It's
and
gonna,
Penn State can't score. So, here we go.
it's gonna be Ole Miss opening it up in the third quarter, and Ole Miss is gonna win. So,
Ole Miss. Lane train, baby.
yep.
All right, the next game, something trans, Music City Bowl. Auburn minus 2.5 versus Maryland. I wouldn't want to be playing in a trans bowl, but whatever, to each their own.
It's awfully open of you.
Yeah.
Is Tagovailoa
Hammering Auburn. Big.
is Tagovailoa playing?
Probably not, but I don't know.
I gotta find that
Oh.
out.
I feel like that makes a big difference. No,
Hold on. What's this matchup again?
Trans bowl.
Trans Perfect Music City Bowl. He just keeps saying Trans Bowl. That's why I started looking this shit up.
Who?
Auburn, Maryland.
Maryland.
Auburn, Maryland.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Maryland got someone to replace him, ex-NC State quarterback MJ Morris. Nobody cares. Okay. What are we doing?
Listen,
I just want to know if he's playing or not. Is that not a...
you got to trust the Southern boys to stomp out anything trans. So
Thank you.
Maryland is also in the South. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Oh, bullshit!
They don't know what the Mason Dixon.
Bullshit! Richmond, north of Richmond. Get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here.
I love that's a good song, by the way.
I heard it was the Mason-Dixon line. All right, I don't know.
Which is in Maryland.
Yeah, Mason Dixon.
In Maryland, like it's Maryland. It's fucking like Pennsylvania, Maryland. Anyway, it's fine.
So Talia is going to play.
He's going to play
Yes, I'm going Maryland. Then.
Maryland. Auburn disappointed me terribly this year. So
Next pick. Big game. Capital One Orange Bowl. The biggest spread. UGA minus 14 versus Florida State. Georgia wins by 100.
but Georgia, you said nobody from Georgia is actually going to fucking play.
Rob, let me tell you something. Georgia's water boys and towel boys are the ones that are banging Florida State's number one cheerleaders. Okay, because let's be honest.
Well, that's true, but
Florida State can't hold a candle to Georgia talent wise. This is going to be Georgia in a rout, and their fourth stringers will be playing.
I want Florida State bad just for that sympathy. Like, yeah, you deserve a shot at the national championship, but it's going to be Georgia. It's just like they're going to get eaten up. Florida State's going to get eaten up defensively, I feel like.
So I feel like Florida State's defense is the only thing that's going to keep them in this game. I don't think 14 is. I think that's a lot. It might be the case. It's definitely going to be a home game for Florida State because every fucking butthurt motherfucker, tomahawk chopping asshole in Florida is going to this game to complain in Orlando. Or no, it's in Miami. In Miami, even better. They're going to fucking flock to Miami to complain about how they should have been in the real thing. You know this. I know
Rob,
this.
remember when I hit that little bitch boy in the face with a football?
Yeah.
And he
I
cried
know.
and he cried like a little bitch boy. Their
You
whole
know how we
fan
almost
base-
got into a fight, but you know how we almost got into a fight with 20 Florida State fans and the 5 Miami fans were just going, fight, So I'm just saying they travel well to Miami. They know how to get to Miami. They get there really well. So
Florida State fans are a bunch of bitch boys yelling at Kirk Herbstreit like he had anything to do. They are the biggest bunch of whining bitches. And
I don't
can't
think
wait
they're
till
the biggest bunch. I feel like that's Kentucky, but
Although
I can't
I
wait till
want a Kirk Herbstreit clown shirt though.
so I'm going to pick Florida State just so they can disappoint me. They can let me down one more time.
And you got to boost up your whole ACC's got to be right there.
JC.
Well, I mean, listen, again, if the ACC is going to get over 500 and I don't pick the only undefeated team in the fucking conference, like, what are we doing?
That's very ACC of you, if that was the case.
It's very ACC of me, yes. Yes. You know what, Tyler? What we should have done is just pick easier teams to play like Michigan. That's what we should have done.
Totally.
6 more games, boys. Barstool Arizona Bowl from Tucson, Arizona. Toledo plus 3.5 versus Wyoming. I'm going to tell you right now, Wyoming's team showed up. They loved going last year. I watched all the behind the scenes. Wyoming's coach has been coaching for like 40, 50 years. He's retiring. Wyoming wins this big.
Shit.
That's huge.
Wyoming wins this big.
I was going Wyoming anyway, but going away party, let's go.
And they were there last year, so they know what to expect.
Wyoming. Sorry, Rockets.
Tyler?
Hold on.
Oh, man. The Rockets had a really good season in the MAC, though.
Yeah, that's like having a really good season playing chess on the short bus.
Yeah, I'll go Wyoming. It's his last game there. Yep.
I'm just calling it. Toledo's like 11-2. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they won the MAC.
So just a very quick Google, and I mean everything is one more time. Just it's like all about the last game after all his years. Like, come on.
I have a soft spot for Craig Bowl because he used to coach at Nebraska. So yeah, Wyoming.
Who hasn't? I'm sorry. That was
You're about to get our sloppy seconds, Mr. Miami.
No, you're getting our sloppy. Yes, you're getting our sloppy seconds.
No,
Good luck with TBD.
You're getting, you get ours. You're getting Jeff Sims. So
No, Van Dyke's going to first of all, Van Dyke's going to Wisconsin and Cam Ward's going to Miami.
yeah, and you're getting
Van Dyke's going to Wisconsin and Cam Ward's going to Wisconsin.
No, Cam
Cam
Ward's
Ward's
going to Miami.
Miami,
Okay. Oh, Cam. Okay. All right.
where he
Cam Ward's going to Miami.
first place.
That makes sense.
Speaking of Wisconsin, the ReliaQuest Bowl in Tampa, Wisconsin, plus 8.5 versus LSU. I'm going to pick LSU here. I don't think he's playing, obviously, but I'm going to go with athletes, which is like black kids from the South versus white kids from the North, and I'm going to take the black kids from the South.
I'm just gonna go Tigers.
Let me see.
Yeah,
But I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. Like that's what it is.
No, it's not that. It's LSU has been all over the fucking place this year.
Wisconsin is garbage, but yet bowl eligible.
So there's
Which is saying something. Saying something.
Big Ten.
But yeah, no, the Tigers should have just destroyed most teams they played this year, but then didn't half the time.
I'm banking on the fact that Wisconsin's offense isn't going to get going.
No, I mean LSU. I know their quarterback isn't playing, but I'm banking on the fact that LSU is still going to somehow score fucking 35 or 40 points.
So I didn't see anything saying that Jaden Daniels is not playing. Now, he may try to play in this game to make sure he gets – so he won the Heisman, right? But he's still not technically considered the number one quarterback.
He's not even close.
Right? So he might play in this game. That even aside, I still think LSU – Wisconsin. I think LSU can put up more points in Wisconsin. At the end of the day, we know that whoever puts up more points is going to win the game.
Are you putting on a T-shirt or something?
That's a lot of goddamn text on a T-shirt. That's for sure.
So I don't know. I just quick search. He has not said that he is not playing in that game.
That's
And
true.
it would not surprise me if he did play in that game, right? Because what better for your draft stock than he gets you a nice inflated bowl game win
Mate, I've seen
after a
projections of him
Heisman.
going number 2 to the Patriots. So I mean, true, but still.
Cheez-It Citrus Bowl, Orlando, Iowa +7.5 versus Tennessee. Guess what? Football, you need to
Tennessee can
Bro.
score.
Come
Well, you
on,
need to,
Iowa
like,
can't
slow
fucking. Are you kidding me?
Did they fire their offensive coordinator yet?
Yeah, he was fired like 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, but their offense is still shit. So there you go. Tennessee.
Allegedly.
up to you. Tyler, are you going to go consensus or are you going to go homer?
No, I'm going consensus.
Listen, Tennessee, their uniforms are the color of Cheez-Its. Like, this bowl is made for that.
And their fans will show up because it's in Orlando.
Fair enough.
Next
This is
game,
where Miami got destroyed by Oklahoma State.
Turbo Fiesta Bowl in Glendale.
Well,
Liberty +17.5 versus Oregon.
Oregon's gonna.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is
Why
Bowl
did they do
Extra-
that to Liberty?
Liberty went undefeated with their soft schedule.
Yeah, and
I know, but still, Jesus.
that's not right. I mean, look, like, give them a good bowl game, but come on, that matchup? Are you fucking?
I'm taking Liberty because I like Jamie Chadwell. Bo Nix isn't going to play. Even if he was, I don't give a fuck. Oregon's got transfers in and out. Liberty's a close-knit unit from Lynchburg, Virginia, where they're very religious. They love each other. They're going to bring each other together. Give me
Oh, God.
Liberty.
No. Fuck it. No, absolutely not.
I'm not buying
So
it.
I happen to know who is one of their big time recruits. The starting quarterback for IMG's national team is going there. The thing is that the kid, he's not good at decision making. He's got skills. He's not good at decision making. That's who they're bringing in, and they're like, "This is what we got coming in. This is our big recruit." I just don't buy it, man. Like the starting quarterback for IMG, right? Like that's like a big recruit, but like
Why is he
I've
going
watched
Liberty?
him play. So I'm just saying that if nobody else, Oregon's offensive line is going to want to flatten people after they fucked up against Washington 2 times.
And
That's my one
at
thing.
the end of the day, we've seen that over and over again this year. It's like you have upsets, but then you just have big over small. Colorado, right? Colorado's upsets and then big over small. If you're not big enough, you're gonna get fucking beat.
And you
I
know,
just think I don't think it matters who has the ball for Oregon. I think the offensive linemen are going to want to smash everyone in their way for that team.
and
They've already done it.
Dan Lanning's gonna tune up them boys, even if they're second and third stringers. So I'm going Oregon.
All right, I'll be by myself on an island. I don't care.
I think it's the only one you've been by yourself on. Oh no, you purposely take BGSU. That's right.
No,
Tyler's with me with that.
I went with him.
All right,
You picked Bowling Green?
two more games, guys. 2 playoff games. Who we got? Sugar Bowl, Texas -4.5 versus Michael Penix.
Yep.
I'm
10-5.
taking
10-15.
horns up, boys. Give me Matthew McConaughey. Give me the burnt orange. Give me the whites. Give me Quinn Hewlers. Give me the horns back, baby, big time. Washington, not very good. They did the TCU thing where they won a lot of games. They shouldn't have won. Very close. Horns up, baby.
I'm picking Washington.
Well, you're wrong.
Yeah, well,
TA.
I think it's a shootout, but it's got to be Washington.
Woo.
Come on
Right.
over to the good side, boy.
We're gonna be
Giddy-
split
giddy
on
up.
this one.
Giddy
no,
up.
yeah,
Giddy
let's
up.
go, JC. Let
We're
us
gonna be
know.
split. I have additional commentary on this whole thing, the playoff picture, right, and what it means for next season. But right now, let's go, Texas. Come on.
Next game, last game. The Rose Bowl, the granddaddy of them all, in Pasadena, California, with the sun sinking over the hill as Herbie calls the game. You have the Michigan Wolverines -1.5 at the Alabama Crimson Tide come roaring in off a big SEC win. Give me the fucking Tide, boys. Fuck Michigan. Fuck Jim Harbaugh. Fuck all the Big Ten. No offense, Tyler. They're all a bunch of bitch-ass motherfucking wannabe SEC fuckers. Give me Michigan to lose by at least 17 points. Alabama big. Alabama bigger than the big. Alabama alt line -34.5.
So I hate to say this, but I'm going to say it because I feel like that's my role on the show. If Saban did all this politicking and loses to Michigan, then he should be done. Like, it's not that he's going to be, and I think Alabama's going to fucking win in a giant landslide. But the reason why Saban can pull this shit every single time and politic his way or pay his way into the thing is because he gets results. And if he doesn't have that, if he loses that magic, then he's just a fucking cold bitch. Like, that's it. That's all he's got going for him. So he better show up.
If they lose, the committee will definitely.
So this is why they're going to win, though. It's not because they're the best team. It's because Saban has to make this work. Because he did it last time that he politicked his way. He did it the time before that. If he starts, he's already said he lost his touch this year. He has to fucking destroy Michigan.
No, they're going to win because they're playing Michigan. I
understand, which is why they fucking set him up for it, right? They're like, oh, we're going to let Alabama into maybe play the weakest team of the 4 teams. But so what I'm saying is that they're serving it up to him, just like they serve it up to Duke every fucking year in the basketball tournament. He better fucking run the table.
Bet my dollar.
He's now got Alabama stuck in his head. So I'm picking Bama, not because they're the better team, yes, but it's because Saban has to win. Tyler, dear Lord, he's not even on key right now. Can you just fucking mute him?
Michigan, terrible. Get out of here. No. The only people out there that actually think Michigan is number 1 is Michigan fans. Yeah. Nobody else thinks that.
That's true.
Hey guys,
that's all true. Those are all true things.
I dated a Michigan fan. She was a crazy bitch. I mean, sex is really good, but
unfortunately, I heard chocolate syrup and everything.
Crazy bitch, but listen, you can't go with that. You can't go with that. They're all fucking crazy in the head of Michigan. Fuck them. Roll Tide.
All right, Tyler, did you already pick?
Saban gets his comeuppance. I like Michigan.
The Big Ten homer strikes again.
Because I understand the assignment when it comes to this, and I think Harbaugh is going to point out that this team clearly doesn't deserve to be here. You can point it out to the committee.
Wait, you think Michigan's going to win?
I think Michigan's going to win. I think this is the blowout game, too.
Oh my God! The fucking tea if that happens. Oh,
ain't happening. Michigan's going to get their ass beat.
All right, so here is kind of a unique thing about this whole bowl scenario. You have, so the Pac-12 is in it this year. We all know the Pac-12 is going away. But you have potential in the championship for either Washington and Michigan to play, right, as future Big Ten rivals, or Texas and Alabama to play as future SEC rivals.
Yeah, right. Don't you realize this is just the Big Ten versus the SEC?
I know what it is.
And that's exactly
Bro, why do you think I fucking ranted about it?
Rob set up earlier, and that's what I'm bringing to the forefront, is that this is really just the SEC versus Big Ten.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's exactly why. This is why Florida State was never getting in.
All right, let's end the show and then we'll talk.
All right.
Listen, boys, thank you for hanging out. Oh my God. Listen, guys, thank you for hanging out with us all day. We just picked every single bowl game. The hair is wow.
Bowl style.
What is this?
That's
Well, Johnny, you are what you're hearing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Let's have a good fucking week. Let's have a great week. Let's have a great week of the month. Let's have a great month of picks. You follow us on Twitter. Follow us everywhere. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. Spike College Football. We were all over 60% for our picks this year. Well over 60%. Follow us. Tag us. We got some shit coming. We're going to have a little conversation at the end of the show here. Love you guys. Do your call out.
So, in case you want a cool Spike t-shirt, fucking order this shit. We got you. We got you, boo. Also, fuck you, Tyler. 1 week was what all led to you taking the lead.
Winner. That's me. Winner. God. But gonna start doing some tech upgrades because hopefully I'll get a new laptop and a new server and we'll be in business.
And of course, JC.
So, fellas, I missed a lot of this season. I've had a terrible, heartbreaking deer season. And plenty to come on Outback Buck Shack. Go to the Instagram, YouTube. We'll have some stories.
Yeah, but your wife shot a big deer, so it doesn't matter.
My wife did shoot a nice deer, so that was the caveat. I still have some opportunity. I'm going to go to Ohio. TA and I are doing some talking about next year, right? So some fun stuff at So go to Instagram, check out Outback Buck Shack. As much as I missed being a part of the show, I always miss this time with you fellas. So just, right here with the boys. So hopefully next year, maybe I get a few more episodes in.
Well, learn how to shoot a fucking bow, and maybe you will.
Listen, I've had a pretty good streak. My wife keeps telling me, she's like, well, you shoot a deer every year. And I'm like, that's the fucking point.
Literally what we're doing. All right, boys. As always.
Keep it spiked.
Spike the cat.
Do it.